You know, I was speaking about the second language of the empire, but I don't think that US is the only empire. The modern definition of empire, from my point of view, is something that exporting energy. And the range of delivering that energy is showing it's a world empire or maybe regional empire. Today Russia is also exporting energy. China is exporting energy. And coming back to language, I remember one joke, it appeared in the Soviet Union in 1960s, it's about Yerevan radio. When Yerevan radio was asked what our Soviet people are studying, the answer of Yerevan radio was, the optimists are studying English language, pessimists are studying Chinese language, and the realists are studying Kalashnikov machine gun. So, I really share a lot of ideas here, but not all the ideas. I'm not globalist, I'm not anti-globalist, but what I see today in globalization, the main problem, our common problem of globalization, that today we're watching the globalization of threat. The globalization of lack of security, the globalization of unpredictability and common threat. This is what we have today in all, maybe in all parts of the world. But in Europe and around Europe, all our countries and our nations have the lack of security. A couple of my colleagues spoke about the situation around Iran. From my point of view, it's really a threat. I don't want to give an analysis what's happening around Iran. All this is very intellectual, but I want to share with you some of my views and some of my worries around the situation in Iran. Maybe, first of all, because my country, my region, South Caucasus, is the same wide region, together with Iran, together with Syria. Some views. Maybe you will not share it. Despite some recent positive threat and moves around Iran, which have reduced the risk of possible military action against Iran, the situation around Islamic Republic remains quite explosive. The high number of warships and navies in Persian Gulf are creating a situation, from my point of view, when the hostilities are more likely could be triggered by so-called war by accident, rather than the political decision of one of the players to start a war or military operations. Given the large number of key players and stakeholders of this process, involving stakeholders and players, both public and non-public players. There are a lot of hidden players. That it is not ruled out that one of these players may attempt to provoke a hostility that could be portrayed but war by accident. I think this is the main threat. And the possibility of war by accident, or well-prepared war by accident, the possibility is much higher than the war after the political decision. I'm more than sure, the second my observation, I'm more than sure that there will not be a ground operation against Iran. And it could be a massive missile attacks and air attacks. And in this case, I think maximum of 6 months, Iran will have a nuclear weapon. Maximum of 6 months. And this is maybe will be a challenge to maybe world security, but to the security of wide region. And it's more than obvious that the theater of war or military activities will be from Syria to Emirates, from Iran to Saudi Arabia, and why not maybe include also the region where I live, South Caucasus. In this situation could be a huge wave of refugees from Iraq. And these refugees, Turkey will close its border, they could be directed to north, to Armenia and Azerbaijan and to Nagorno-Karabakh conflict zone. And there are a lot of, not a lot of, but a couple of publications, but smart Russian experts, that these refugees, the big number of refugees, could be a threat not only for Armenia and Azerbaijan, but a threat to Russia. And some Russian experts think that in this case Russia will improve its border guards on Armenian-Iranian border. There are Russian border guards. And why not to deploy Russian border guards in Azerbaijan-Iranian border? Of course, there was a question, will it be acceptable for Azerbaijan? Some even Azerbaijani experts, they think that it's too risky for Azerbaijan to have too many refugees from Iran. It would be a source of destabilization of their domestic policy. So it's also it could really happen. In this situation, of course, the cooperation between Moscow and Tehran will be upgraded to reach a strategic partner level. The same will happen with Moscow-Ankara relations and Ankara-Tehran relations. This triangle will be very important. And of course, the main angle of this triangle will be Moscow. The last point, a lot of others, but the main point share with you. In case of the military operation against Iran, it's obvious that there will not be winners and winners. No winners, no military winners. Losers and losers. A lot of countries in this wider region could be involved in military operation without their political decision. They will have no other chance. But it's also obvious for me that politically will be one winner, it will be Russia. Russia will become a very important player, first of all, politically. Russia will be the only mediator, because even today, in the Syrian crisis, Russia has, let's say, very stable relations with all players. And in this case, Russia will have a very big supporter. It will be China, which is becoming a very important player in wider region. I'm not speaking about China-Iran relations, it's well known, but even in South Caucasus now, China is becoming a very important player, and the role of China is higher and higher. So, from my point of view, I believe I'm not overestimating the problem, but the situation is more complicated than the Caribbean crisis in 1964, Cuba crisis. I can tell you why. In Caribbean crisis, there were two players, Soviet Union and United States. And it is much easier to have some agreement if there are two players than in today's Iranian situation where a lot of players are present. And as I said, hidden or not hidden. By the way, I'm anyway the optimist. I became more optimist when Mr. Bolton was fired. By the way, in July I was in Washington, D.C. After that I had a conversation with Iurie that the Bolton will be fired. It was the atmosphere in D.C. Everybody was waiting it. Everybody was waiting that he will be fired. So let's be hope that the tension will be continued, but the management on conflict will dominate in this situation, and so let's hope that all players will be smart enough not to put out the genie from the bottle. The other point I would like just to inform you about the situation in my small country, very small country. From my point of view now, we are in hardest situation during the whole history of our independence. One, let's say, world player organization, not a state, had a very high influence on my government. This organization is supporting dozens of NGOs for many, many years. This foundation supported publicly, not this foundation directly, but the NGOs, around 70 or 80, which are supported by this organization, this foundation. They publicly supported terrorism in Armenia, terror propaganda. I'm speaking about the Open Society Foundation, very well-known Soros institution. And non-formally, this organization now is power in Armenia. It's trying to bring not new values, new fake values, to create something against. There were, by the way, they organized the massive actions against Armenian church. Massive actions. And they are damaging even the base of Armenian national security, is Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. They are damaging all that we reached in the 30 years, diplomatically, politically, military, on Armenian national security in Nagorno-Karabakh. Dear colleagues, please understand that Karabakh is something existential for Armenia. And the Republic of Armenia cannot exist without Karabakh. If Georgia can exist without Abkhazia and South Ossetia, if Ukraine is Ukraine even without Crimea and Donbass and Donbass region, for Armenia it's existential problem. And at the end, the point which previous speakers spoke, what we need to do in this situation, we, all over the world. I think one of the main problems is the problem of European or world security. The architecture and construction of European security, which was created in Yalta and Potsdam, has disappeared. It was very effective for bipolar world. But today we have multipolar world. And a lot of pro players, as I said, world players, regional players. Is it possible to create a new architecture of, let's say, European security in this multipolar world? I think three main players, United States, China, and Russia. What's the United States slogan? America is first. What is China's slogan? They never said it, but I think China's slogan is stability, security, prosperity without democracy. And they are approving it on their example. What is Russia's, which is a very important player and strategic partner of my country, still I think Russian thinkers need to find the right formula for that. But three main these players, are they able to create a new system of security instead of the Yalta-Potsdam system? I think we need also to think on this direction. Thank you very much.